Hi, I'm Chris Castile in the Washington Bureau of the Oklahoman. What would Jesus do about illegal immigration? According to evangelical leaders who came to Washington last week, biblical principles require compassion for strangers in the land. And these leaders, who are part of a conservative coalition for immigration reform, say that includes a path to citizenship rather than deportation for those here illegally. Here's Leith Anderson, the head of the National Association of Evangelicals.
And a significant percentage of the people who are in our churches and in our denominations are part of the immigrant community. And so we have a very close connection and a very great interest. Unlike other nations, many European nations where migration has been other than Christian, significant Christian migration to the United States has brought spiritual renewal and brought many people into our churches and many new churches. So we have a special interest, but our interest is really rooted in what the Bible teaches about how we treat people and how we treat particularly those who are aliens or strangers in the land. So about 2.5 years ago, we embarked on a study and a conversation among our leaders that led to a study of theology and the Bible and a document that is available to you that is our resolution on immigration. And then what were the practical implications of that? And the practical implications include treating people with respect and compassion, following the teachings of Jesus and biblical guidelines, that we have secure borders, that we promote families, that we have adequate rules and visa opportunities for guest workers, and that we have a pathway for earned legal status in the United States.
Southern Baptist leader Riuchard Land said the Southern Baptist Convention has been on record for 4 years supporting comprehensive reform that includes an earned path to citizenship, and that the situation is now a crisis.
And in 2006, the Southern Baptist Convention passed a resolution which called for comprehensive immigration reform and called for a pathway to legal status. It was overwhelmingly adopted by the convention. It has been a focus for the Ethics and Religious Liberty Commission for almost a decade now, calling for comprehensive immigration reform. And I would remind people that in the last time this became a big issue on Capitol Hill, when under Senator McCain, the opposition to comprehensive immigration did not primarily come from evangelicals. It came from other parts of the conservative coalition, not from evangelicals. I believe this is a crisis because I believe that the failure to resolve this issue is rending the social fabric of the nation. It is fanning the flames of hostility and animosity and distrust between various elements in our society, and it is time for our representatives in Congress and for our President to put aside partisanship, to put aside narrow political interests, and to do what is best for the country.
Not everybody agrees, of course, with the idea of earned citizenship for illegal immigrants, not even all Baptists. Senator Tom Coburn, a Republican from Muskogee and a longtime member of the First Baptist Church in that town, said people here illegally broke the law, and that the rule of law is what holds this nation together. There is a biblical reference to the need for Christians to obey the law, and some point to that who are opposed to earned citizenship.
And I think most of the people in my constituency would say, yes, they've broken the law, and there need to be penalties for that. The question is, what are the penalties? And we would argue that there needs to be an earned pathway to legal status that would include paying the fine, agreeing to come forward and be registered and undergo a background check, and to start to take English classes.
Immigration is a tough issue, especially in an election year that already hasn't been kind to incumbents, so Congress doesn't appear to be in any rush to take it on this year. And that doesn't sit well with Samuel Rodriguez, president of the National Hispanic Christian Leadership Conference.
So here's the message. The Democrats are willing to save the auto industry, the housing markets, health care, and banks, but somehow could not find time or the political will to save children from being separated from their parents, securing our borders, and integrating 12 million into a legal status that would reconcile our communities. So whatever happened to profiles and courage? On the other hand, Republicans and conservatives probably have the most to lose. The Granville Party stands at the brink of repeating history by completing a wall, not between Mexico and the United States, but between Hispanic Americans and the conservative movement.
We'll be following immigration and other Washington issues in the Oklahoman and on newsok.com.